is Bianca Williams, and I am coming to you from the Grant Halliburton Foundation. We are a nonprofit organization based in Dallas, and we focus on promoting better mental health in adolescents. Usually, I would spend my time being out in the schools, talking to students about taking care of their mental health. But of course, with the pandemic going on, we can't really get out into schools, but we still wanted to be supportive of your teen's mental health by putting out these mini videos. But we also thought it would be really important to provide many videos for you as well, because you're the ones at home supporting your teens during this moment. So if you do have them at home, they're probably going a little stir crazy and giving you some pushback about their lives being changed so drastically. They have gone from being able to interact with their peers and teachers at school, hanging out on weekends, planning special events like prom, graduation, to being quarantined and not really knowing what to expect next. As adults, while we're trying to figure this thing out, it is really important that we allow teens time to process what's going on and also have open and honest conversations with them as well. So I wanted to give you some tips on how you can have these conversations with your teens. So the first thing I would suggest is start with busting myths. If your teen has a smartphone, then trust me, they have access to the same information that you do. Yes, the internet is an integral part in getting safety measures out and even giving us advice. But with that also comes a spread of misinformation. And so, even as adults, it can be hard for us to kind of differentiate between a myth and what's true. Imagine being a teen trying to navigate through that. So, I would say just making sure that you are educating yourself and getting the correct information so that way you can have productive conversations with your teens. Allow them to ask questions, be open, be honest. If you don't know an answer to something, it is completely okay to say, I'm not sure about that, but I would love for us to look it up together. The next one is emphasize how important it is to physical distance at this time. Empower your teen and letting them know that, hey, you can do your part to flatten the curve of this virus. There are some really great videos online at the moment explaining the difference and the importance of physical distancing. I would suggest finding a video, watching it together, talking about it, and then letting your teen know how proud you are of them for not only taking it seriously, but also doing their part. Number three, brainstorm ways your teen can still socialize and interact with their friends during this time and while in quarantine. Remember, they have gone from being able to see their friends every other day physically to not really seeing them at all. And so that can be really tough and really hard, but it's also important for them to be able to nurture their friendships during this time. And so just letting them know, hey, these are other ways that you can still interact with your peers just away from each other physically. Also, encourage them to reach out to someone who they may think need the extra support during this time. That could be a family member, that can be a friend, but making the effort to do so can really empower the teens and then just make them feel like that they are doing something for someone else. I also have a video out for teens on how to support their peers. So I would suggest watching that as well to get some ideas on how to stay connected. Number four is validate their feelings. Telling your teens that it's useless to be upset or angry during this moment is not really helpful, and it definitely invalidates their feelings. Let them know that it is okay to be angry or sad about what's going on. Remember, things have changed drastically for them. Use this time to talk about positive stress relievers. Use this time to let them know they have a support system and they can lean on that. I also would suggest even sitting down together and talking about different ways that you could cope, creating a list together and then sharing it with each other as well. The next one is give control. Your teens may still be in shock, feel isolated, or even feel stripped of the things that gave them identity, like school, sports, choir, any other activities that made them them. Don't take this lightly. Whenever possible, try to give your teen the choice of control and taking that control. It can be something as simple as allowing them to choose what they want for dinner, allowing them to sleep in a little later because they want to. Let them know that they have some sort of control. Now, sometimes there may be a little power struggle there, but if you feel like that struggle is going to hurt more than help, then it's okay to back down. This not only creates trust between you and your team, but it also allows them to feel valued as well. The last one is practice what you preach. Our teens are watching how we are handling this pandemic. If we panic, they will panic. If we don't take social distancing seriously, they won't take it seriously either. If we aren't practicing positive coping skills, they won't practice positive coping skills. More is caught than taught. So as adults, we must definitely practice what we preach. If we want our teens to model a certain behavior, then we have to be that model for them and display that same behavior. Parents, your teens learn from you and they look to you as role models. Even if it seems like they could care less about what you're doing, they're watching. This time is hard on all of us, and we're all doing the best that we can to get through this. The truth is, nobody really knows what they're doing because this is new territory for everyone. So just making sure that you're being patient with yourself, you're practicing self-compassion, and then also taking care of yourself as well. I really hope there was something in this video that helped you have that conversation with your teens during this time. If you need more information, please, or if you just want to give us some feedback or ask some question, please contact us at info@granthalliburton.org. Also, if you need more mental health resources, our mental health navigation line is available. It's available Monday through Friday from 10 to 6. The number is 972-525-8181. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.